Welcome to the Elementary Show. Give yourselves a big hand. We're doing it right here from the Sisters Uptown Bookstore and Cultural Center. Give them a big hand. LMS shows support their mom and pop places. Well, we like the big stores too, but you know, you give the little man a great big hand. Give him a big hand. Let me tell you something. What was your name, my friend?
My name is Charlene Getner.
Give her a big hand. Now you were back here, everybody was nibbling and nibbling, and Angie, you were nibbling and nibbling too on some of these
Rock buds. Rock buds. Yes.
How you like them?
Oh, let me tell you, it was the best. I saw it. I'm like, what are those scones? You're like, they're a new version. Rock buds. Get it, try it. Raisin, coconut, soft, melts in your mouth. Like, I had to stuff it in my mouth and chew before I sat down. Delicious, I'm telling you.
Yeah, we're not selling anything there, but just tell you, this is food right from Jamaica, right?
Yes, a Jamaican remix of a scone. Now you gotta try that. If you try the scone, you'll absolutely love this. Soft, flaky, everything. Loved it.
The book author, I got a chance to see the book author, to talk to the book author. How you like her?
Oh, she was so awesome. Sweet, young, beautiful lady. I love it. I loved her story. I loved her experience. And the inspiration is very inspirational. You know, it makes you want to go travel to the Smithsonian. It's like straight there. It's like what you want to do and learn about your history and get to know where things come from and what's the outcome. You know, everybody's version.
I thank you so much.
I thank you.
In a few minutes, we're going to meet her in a few minutes, right? But you come in, you probably on another show, when his other show be done already, you're going to be doing for Virginia.
For Virginia, Kathy's collection. I'm actually one of her representative models who will be coming and gracing you with her beautiful fashions.
All right. If you don't see it on this show, you'll see it on the next show, or one of the other shows we got down the road. In a few minutes, we got somebody else who endorsed it, right? Coming up in a few minutes, take it down. Welcome back. We have Virginia's models up here today. She's from the state of Arkansas.
Wow.
Yes, my name is Stephanie Root.
How you like it up here? We're filming from New York. How you like it up here in New York?
Oh, I love it here in New York. I don't plan on going back to Arkansas anytime soon.
And Arkansas has a lot. They have that big store that Sam started. And where you from? Fayetteville?
Yes. Fayetteville is a little liberal bubble on a sea of red. It's the home of the University of Arkansas.
Don't they have a basketball team or football team on them?
Arkansas Razorbacks are known for the football.
Oh, so football season. Oh. Did you try one of these?
Oh, I did. They were so good.
They melt in your mouth and on your hand? We advertise it here, folks. But you love them though, right?
Oh.
That's a Jamaican food. What kind of food do you like to eat?
Well, I'm actually vegan, so I'm pretty picky about my food, but this is really, really good.
Hey, you're going to model one of them shows later on, right?
I will be modeling for Vision Cassidy. She's a wonderful designer. I love working with her.
How you like it up here, sisters?
Oh, this is a great place. I used to live in the neighborhood, but I never quite made it up this high, and I lived over on Broadway, so it wasn't over here too much. But I love it, and I wish I had known about it sooner.
Oh, well, you can still come back here, sister. Go get one of them sodas and one of them cakes that we have up here, and get one of them little candies. Yeah, you walk. We ain't shut the door. We ain't changed the lock on you, girlfriend.
Well, I will definitely try and come back soon.
Don't try, girlfriend. Come on back. I thank you so much. In a minute, we're going to meet the young lady who wrote this book. Interesting book. Yeah, hold that. Oh yeah, hold it. Yeah, you can. Remember when one time you were down there in the islands in Jamaica and you were eating this stuff. Now you're such a big shot. I don't remember none of that. Well, we gonna put you back to earth. it's not on a rocket ship, that you used to eat this stuff. And Renae gonna tell it like he is in a few minutes. Renae Smith. And right here, this is the place you want to be. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Element Show at Take It Down. Take It Down. Lord have mercy. No, I'm in Jamaica, man, for a while. Had some of this beautiful meal. You knew what I was going to do, Mr. Producer in charge. Give the producer in charge. Give Professor McAllister a big hand, everybody. We may have our times, but he's still all right. Besides having our times, we ain't here to talk about our time. I want to introduce you to a young lady I met at the Megan Evans College at the Delta tribute. I fell in love with her the first time I seen her. Ladies and gentlemen, give up a big hand. This is not yet. Give it up for Renae Smith, everybody! Oh, Renae Smith, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having me, Lenny. I appreciate it being here.
Yeah, you were on the extra show. You know, the extra show we call like the the minor league. You hit the big league right here on the LMS room, baby.
Yes.
But either way, we welcome you. Tell us a bit about yourself, Renae Smith.
Well, thank you very much for having me, Lenny. I really appreciate it. I met Lenny at the Medgar Evers College at Delta Sigma Book Fair. And I just want to say thank you again for having me. My name is Renae Smith. I'm an author. I'm from Montego Bay, Jamaica, born and raised. Yes, so, and I moved to the U.S., the United States, to study for my education. I did my master's in actuarial science and insurance, and I started working in corporate America. I had an idea to, actually I was trying to recreate a recipe, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and then I started looking. Used to bake a lot with my mother, and you know, my grandmother used to bake as well. And I was trying to recreate a recipe, I couldn't find it, so I said, you know, let me try this on my own, and try to recreate it from memory. And then this was the beginning of book one, Jamaica's Forgotten Treats. And it was, yes, and what Lenny is eating is one of the samples from the book. It's a rock bun, and it's a snack. It's really a snack. It's something you just grab really quick. It's like, I call it a cousin to a scone.
I'm gonna grab one real quick. Right back.
He'll be right back. So that's what it is. It's a cousin to a scone. It's a rock bun. It has raisins. It has coconuts, cinnamon, and a little nutmeg. That's the thing that people may taste and say, I'm not sure what that is, but that's nutmeg. So that's what that is. So yeah, so that's the beginning of my writing career, and since then I've written 3 other books. So
this is the book. We're gonna bring up the other books a little bit.
Yes. So this is a book that caught Lenny's eye. Remember When, and it's just a play on words. It's Remember When is patois for I remember when, and this book basically tells you about you know, growing up. There are times when you go home. It's not a traditional Jamaican cookbook where you have rice and peas and, you know, the fancy stuff. This is really down-home cooking. When you go home and your cupboard's kind of light, so you may have a can of corn, or you may have some rice, and you may have some sausages. So tonight we're having sausage corn and some rice, or you may have rice and corn with some sausages. So this is what this book is about. It really takes you back and really brings you to what you actually have when you're growing up. It's
sort of like make it like a little more down to earth.
Very down to earth. It's what you have in the kitchen is what you cook. This is what this is about. It's not fancy. It's just what it is. It's just a really homey book about cooking from the heart. It's really what you have in your kitchen, and very, and it's in our dialect, so a little bit of it is in Jamaican dialect.
Read one of them recipes, girlfriend. Can you read it one time for me?
Let me read it for you. So, one of the recipes here is, it's crackers. Let me give you one that really has some. So we have, and in here it has like a little, it doesn't say little, which is what it's a little. And that is patois for little. So here we have corned beef and macaroni. Now here in the US you have macaroni and cheese. In Jamaica we have corned beef and macaroni. And I have to say, my mom's in the audience, you hear her clapping.
You're a big hand there.
She's the one that makes, I have to say, one of the best corned beef and macaroni. So it says 1 tin of corned beef, 3 small carrots diced, and we try to keep it regular, but then you get down to the point where it says 1 small onion cut up, then it says liquor oil. So liquor oil could be a teaspoon, a tablespoon, or none at all. It depends on how much, some people don't cook with a lot of oil. And sweet pepper, a box of elbow macaroni, 1 plummy tomato, and over here your plummy tomato is the one you call, you know the plummy tomato, right? That one's, you know which one to say?
The plum tomato.
The plum tomato, we call it plummy. so there are some things that you'll get right off, and then there are some things that, I wonder what she means by that. So, and then you have salt and pepper to taste. So in each recipe has a little story behind it. There's some that gives you a little hint from where it came from. We have bulla and pear. Bulla is like a little bread, and pear we call avocado.
That's right.
Our pear is your avocado, whereas your pear is your pear fruit.
Right.
So in here, I have a little story. It says, I remember when I was growing up, we used to have a big pear tree in the backyard.
Oh no.
That tree could bear.
Yeah.
Them time there, me eat pear with everything. Soup, bread, crackers, any time of day. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Me never partial. So that is just a little bit of the snippets of what kind of, what you'll find in this book. And it's very,
Give me another one.
Lenny's in love.
I'm in love with you in that book. Go ahead.
So we have a section here, and there are different sections in the book. It has sections about when I'm growing up. It has it has little things about Jamaica. So it has the national pledge. It has our national anthem, and it just goes back to home. There's a section called tin things. And tin things are like sardines.
Ooh, sardines.
Yes.
I love sardines.
Sardines. You have corned beef. You have mackerel. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you eat a lot of mackerel, but we do. When I was going to college and university, that's one of the things that we had a lot of because it was cheap. You guys had ramen, we had tin things. So this is just a little story about tin things. Remember when we studied on UWI campus, and UWI is the name of we call it UWI, that's the name of our university in Kingston. So it's on UWI campus. Me covered never short at tin things, and I'm reading in our dialect. So
yeah, that's good.
Taking us there.
Yeah, take us there.
From mackerel to sardine and corned beef, aka bully beef. Man, me eat that till me tired. All when me I study and decide to run a boat. Run a boat means 3 o'clock cooking. 2 o'clock, everybody's go in the cupboard, bring everything you have and drop it on the counter. That's what running a boat is. Everybody pull out a tin and we throw in what we have and put on one hellfire cooking. Man, those were the days. Hall life did sweet, things and all. And hall life is what you call sorority. I was on Taylor Hall, which would be your AKA Deltas or your Captas or whatever. So my hall life is Taylor Hall.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You said that this book was nominated to China, right?
Oh yes, this is.
Yeah, you are here. You got to tell everybody that. Quick.
So this book was nominated for, it won the best first cookbook from the Gourmet Cookbook Awards. Yes. So it nominated made it, and it was we got. I was supposed to go to China, Beijing, China, for the finals, but I didn't make it. But it's maybe one of these days I'll get to China. But this is the book that made got the best first cookbook for Jamaica for 2014. So this is number one. Yeah. And since then, since I met Lenny, the last time I met Lenny, I had this book. It's called The Great Compost Heap. And it's about a little boy named Freddie, and he learns about composting, and he tells the people in the community about composting, how it helps the environment, and he ends up creating a big compost heap. And this is what this book is about.
That's interesting.
Yes, and then the last book, since I met Lenny, this was just published, recently published.
Oh.
Yes, recently published, and it's called Freddie's First Race. And Freddie's First Race is, again, about Freddie. We met Freddie in the Great Compost Heap, and now we meet Freddie again in Freddie's First Race. And he finds out about a track club, and he's interested. He wants to run track, and he hears about the sign-ups, and he decides that he wants to go and run track. So his dad signs him up, and he runs, and he's trying, and he's, he goes through the paces of not being a first-time runner, running around and just almost passing out at the first time running, and then towards the end where he runs, and I can't even wait to the end of the book. But
You gotta read the book.
you gotta read the book.
I got a question. First, who's Freddie? And what made you go from cooking things to running?
Well, I don't know. I guess it was a natural thing. I don't know.
To run off all the food, yeah.
You have to run off all the food. But you know what the thing is about each book. It's like a progression, because you have food and then you go to the compost. So when you cook the food, then you put the remains in the compost, and then once you're done cooking, then you have to run.
I get it now.
So then that's a progression. So you eat, compost, and run.
Okay.
Renaee, putting a book like this together, do you think promoting a book is very important? A lot of people sit back here, I sit up here in Sisters, and I see people come in here with books, they figure they're going to bring their sisters or wherever the bookstore is going to bring the crowd in, and then don't you have to promote your own stuff? You're your best promoter, right?
Yes, absolutely, definitely. I mean, I'm an independent author, and being an independent author, it means that you do everything yourself, pretty much. You have to, from soup to nuts. I mean, this book is a true testament of being an independent author book. I mean, all the pictures.
How long did it take?
This book took about, the writing part was easy, because getting the recipes together and putting it together is probably about 4 months. But the promotion part of it is really, it's a lot of work.
The promotion. If you could have a publisher, sometimes the publisher could sit on his rear end, or have the rear end, don't do anything. You had to be the promoter of that book.
I am the manager, the promoter, the publisher, you name it, I have to do it. If you even when you have a big name publishing company, unless you're Sidney Sheldon and one of those big companies where they automatically know that you are, you're a big name seller, you have to do the work yourself. So you go in, you have a Facebook account, you have a Twitter account, you have to go to bookstores like Sisters, and you have to speak to the owner and say, would it be possible for me to come in and do a book signing? For me, I go to my local libraries, I do a tour for each book.
We're on the top. Glad you mentioned, I'm reading this book, is How to Promote Your Book. And it mentioned about libraries, where sometimes if you have a book, sometimes you just go to the local library and give them the book. You think so? That's one way of promoting it, right?
Yes, that's definitely one way to promote your books. And I find that sometimes even the libraries, because if they know that you're an independent author, I know in my town, they'll purchase my books just to support me as an author. And
Very good.
yeah, they're very good. So I have to say thank you to them. They're very supportive, and even the librarian, she's very supportive. I remember when I first did my first book here, and I said to her, would it be possible for me to do a book signing? She said, well, we've never done something like that. So, I said, okay, I wrote a proposal, and I said, hey, can I do this? And it happened. And since then, it's like I opened the door. So many other authors have done that since then.
But in short, we're running around. You have to make it happen, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. You have to do the legwork. You have to do the footwork and do the promoting. And one of the things that I've done since then is started an expo, a book expo for independent authors. So that's something coming up that people need to take a part of.
I'm gonna be out there for that.
Yes,
Oh boy, we're gonna be filling up sisters with a bunch of book authors there.
Absolutely,
But
absolutely.
I love that. I love that idea because we have, we got to take the bull by the horns.
Yes, absolutely, definitely. You have to make it happen for yourself. I mean, you have to, by the grace of God, you go out there and you just hit the pavement and you just hit it hard, and you'll get results, definitely.
Well, we'd like to thank you very much for, this tastes good. Coming on the LMS show, and we plan to bring you back in the near future to talk about your other books too. Tracy, you're always welcome here.
Thank you, Lenny. Thank you.
And you spoke to Sister Jennifer too, right?
Yes, I did. Thank you, Sister Jennifer. You're welcome. Thank you.
Lovely person.
Yes.
I just love coming up here. I'm not advertising what I am anyway. I just, we have to support we got to support each other. And ladies and gentlemen, what's that book? What's the name of that book? That book you told me about, the original one that I feel love.
So the name of the book is Remember When, and it's available on Amazon.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. We don't publish that. That's all they need is we advertising. But anyway.
Yes, it's available for purchase, and you can speak to Sister Jennifer once we're done.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, what's that name again?
My name is Renaee Smith, and my book is Remember When.
We thank you. Who can you brought some folks with you? Who you brought today?
Oh, I have my mother and my father, and they're from all the way from Montego Bay, Jamaica.
Wow.
Whoa. Come see me loud. Come see me, Montego Bay.
Yes.
Whoa. Mom and Pop, thank you so much for coming. And your children.
My 3 boys, and my brother is also in the audience.
Where 3 boys at? Get the 3 boys back.
Awesome.
They help you out a whole lot too, right?
Yes, they're taste testers. And they're my proofreaders because when I write, I have 3 boys, so most of my children's books are about boys, so to encourage them to read. So I usually have them read. So what do you think? Is it okay? And they're like, yeah, I think you need to tweak this. I'm like, okay. My big editors, so yes, they are definitely proofreaders.
That's so important because nobody want no misspelled words. I think they had somebody out here one day, came over to the sister one day, and the guy wrote this big book, fantastic book. Oh, them misspelled words. I mean, the book club is tearing them apart.
That's the downfall of being independent.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Well, sometimes you could send them to one of these auction places and they get rid of it,
Yes, well, you also have, as an independent, you find an independent editor to review your book. I mean, I've had at least, 10 to 15 people, just random people or my friends of mine, I say, can you read my book? What do you think? Give me your opinion of the book. So even though you're independent, it doesn't mean that you have to do everything yourself. It means that you do the promotion and everything by yourself, but you still need that outside assistance to help you with your
In closing, it's a team effort, right?
Absolutely, it's definitely a team effort. So don't go it alone. Even though you're an independent, it's but it takes a village.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it does take a village because I didn't realize one day I didn't realize I took a list. I deal with a whole lot of people that make this show happen, like with the professor. Then I have other people to that help me out. I got a lot. If it wasn't for them, there's no show.
Yeah.
I thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you are welcome. And remember that name, Renaee Smith. Mom and Pop, thank you for coming down. And the 3 boys and everybody else, and the brother and everybody. We are family, and take it down.
Thank you guys.
Nice.
You can find my stuff at officialhour.com.
I'm just trying to find myself. I don't have nobody else. It feels as if I'm all alone. Nobody but me. Nobody but me. And I'm so tired of the sleepless nights. And I don't wanna cry no more. Don't wanna feel afraid. Too many days where I'm thinking, oh, here we